when they announced this show, we were obviously as fans nervous, like, how's this gonna go? And we were obsessed. Like, I remember watching the first season being like, wow, we did not expect to like it this much, but like, this is really, really
We're a little bit older than maybe their demo is.
Yeah, but we were writing like the demo for High School Musical, like when it came out. So I think that's why they have younger fans and older fans, because you're getting the best of both worlds.
And that's exactly it. I feel like the original fans of the movies appreciate what they're doing, and especially that I am coming in. We have a lot of like fun like winks and a lot and Jason Earls, who I've known for years prior to High School Musical, because I did the pilot of Hannah Montana with him, and I've known him for forever. He also, so not only is he in the season, but he's not playing Jason Earls.
Right.
He's playing a different character, he's playing Dewey Wood. So we have a lot of fun, cheeky moments where I am talking about my time working with Jason Earls.
Yeah. Oh, that's really funny. I love when shows do that, because you're just like, that's like when Ashley Tisdale was on Sweet Life and High School Musical, and then they would mention she would mention Sharpay.
Yes.
It was like a whole thing. But
exactly.
And the grown-up version, they do that in Entourage all the time too.
Yes. I have a question about when you were starting off in Disney, right? You were in the pilot of Hannah Montana.
Right.
So what I've noticed, or what I did notice when I was younger, is that if somebody was going to be in a new movie or a new TV show, they were in an episode of a different TV show. Like, I really picked up on that. Like, so did you kind of have a feeling that you were going to be a part of High School Musical because you were on Hannah Montana?
Well, I think you're partly right there, and I think where that comes from is just casting at Disney, which Judy Taylor, who has been the head of casting at Disney Channel for forever, and she recently retired, which is so sad, but so amazing and so incredible for her. So she cast me in Hannah Montana, and obviously because she knew me from that, she wanted to bring me in for High School Musical. So I think that's probably what happens, is whenever you do a guest spot on one of those television shows, when they get to know you, they go, oh, well, maybe this, and then it just sort of snowballs in that way.
Yeah, I feel like, because I remember Ant Farm when that was coming out. This is like a throwback, but I auditioned for that show, and it had not been announced yet. Like, nobody knew Ant Farm was coming. But then I remember China Ann McClain was on Hannah Montana, and I was like, she got the part. And I was like, and so they're putting her on Hannah Montana, but nobody had heard about the show yet because it wasn't announced. But that's funny how that works.
Yeah. They have their inner circle. Yeah. I feel like they keep everybody close. But I mean, how was playing yourself? I feel like has to be more difficult than playing a character, or was it you were playing Corbin Bleu, the character?
It's so much fun.
So fun.
It's so much fun to play yourself, especially because I got to really make fun of myself and be like really like kind of a little assholey version of myself. Who over the course of the season, we get to see what the kids do to him and how they melt his heart in a way, and
they break him in.
And they break him in. They remind him of what theater and what the original High School Musical movies actually mean to him.
Yeah, so you mentioned how the character Corbin Bleu is different and feels different about High School Musical than you do in real life.
Correct.
And I think we see that a lot with people who had like something like High School Musical, so big, so grand, people know you from that, and it can go either way. It could be like people kind of maybe resent it in a way, and they're trying to go in a different path and have people forget that, and they want to do something new. What was your take on the experience afterwards?
I mean, it's a completely natural thing. It makes sense, and I had my own version of that too. You know, where you want to distance yourself for the sake of playing other roles, for the sake of have people seeing you differently, having longevity. But enough time has passed where being on this show actually gave me it completely reinvigorated my love for the High School Musical franchise, where I went back and watched some of the numbers that I haven't seen in years, and I watched it as a viewer, not as a person who was a part of them, but truly just a completely separate viewer. And I was like, these are so good.
Yeah, they're still so good.
These are so good. It does feel vintage in a way. Like there are parts I'm like, even like clothing. It was like, wow, this actually feels like old now.
Yeah.
But
we still remember the
just
T-shirt
from-
contest when you would have to like vote for what T-shirt
what
you were
T-shirt I was gonna wear. Oh my! Whoa, that's so cool. That's so cool.
I forgot.
Yeah, we were actually talking
That's
about
awesome.
that recently.
Wow. No, that was such a fun party because I got to actually be a part of creating all those T-shirts. But yeah, I did, yes, in my own way have a distance from it. But I always appreciated it. I mean, I've never not loved the fact that that's where I came from.